Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Nightingale Plays Factorio, Mercantilism and Misanthropy. So we are going to be going off to build a chemical factory. 1, 2, yeah, that's right. Okay, so the chemical factory exit does not need to go this way, so I think this is fine, and anything coming from here can easily get to it, although I don't think there's, at least not at the moment. So this chemical plant is going to produce all kinds of great and delicious chemicals, things like oxygen, hydrogen, chlorine, and many other fun things. Let's grab our robots. And that gets us back, not really much of that. And how are you doing for that kind of stuff? Fairly low. Better give you more. Need more big pulls too. I'm fairly low on those, so I'll just build some more. Should have done this pocket crafting before. That's okay. Just going to go place a big pool, but I don't have any anymore, so. Alright, so we're just going to head due west here. Make sure, come on, give me a pole with a light. What train is this? Oh, this must be the Galena train, okay. Alright, that's good for the moment. Alright, so get a roboport down, oops. Get our roboport down, put some robots in it, start with the deconstruction of all these trees, grab a couple free turrets. Alright, so yeah, this is a good place for our first station, so let's use the oil. Actually, let's give these robots a place to go first. Alright, so we're going to use the oil one as our template, which actually is pretty accurate because it's an outbound fluid. That's what most of this stuff's going to be, and that gives plenty of place below it to produce. So give it a couple hundred of those, a lot of pipe, a lot of underground pipe. I probably don't have enough pumps, but that's okay. Don't think there is really a reason to use smart train stops here, so let's actually just use regular ones because it's going to be easier to copy. Just needs a hookup to here. That way, okay, so what do they got? These are not hooking up together. Let's just do that. It's got a bunch going down. Let's change it to just one right here. Alright, and just to make sure I haven't really screwed up too badly, that can go to there. Now, I actually am thinking the way I want to do this is I want to go main rail west and then have sort of a collector rail on top. So I actually want to move this down by the distance between these two. So that's down by 1, 2, 3. So this can be our new, this can be our new template. Let's remove the excess rail, make it as small as possible, although I don't think this is really excess because we need to fit a train in here. Can I build some locomotives? No, I can't. That's unfortunate. Why not? Out of engines? Yeah, out of engines. Alright, let's grab another tanker. Get the size approximately right. Ooh, that doesn't look approximately anything. Why is that so far off? I was going to try and drive it, but I guess you need a locomotive for that, don't you? Stops in the right spot. I guess it just does go a little bit further up. Okay, that's fine. So looks like the amount of rail I've got is acceptable. That's really what I wanted to check. Let's actually get some signals in here too. Now, just to be sure, I am going to add one more on. And we need one rail in front. And there we go. That's going to be our station. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Let's do it this way. 1, 2, 3. So we need it to go there. Reclaim all of... Actually, no, I'll keep the rail. And put that down there. So what this is going to do is this is just going to keep going. And over here, it's going to join up. What you can do is you can then join up to this one. So no need for fancy signaling in here. This one is fine to have a chain signal just for that part. And that looks like enough room. This can get duplicated as far as it can go for now. Get an entrance. Get the appropriate signaling for it. And there we go. Okay, so this shall be our oxygen station. So this is oxygen. Just oxygen's fine. I think that'll be good. Now what I'm doing here is I want 2 of them. Okay, so these all hook up together. Let's maybe do that. So let's... What are we missing? Train stops. Curved rail. Signals. Alright, so these signals are going to be a little bit different. This is going to be different. If we go like this, we're not easily going to go on, so we're just going to have to chuck that signal, diagonal it. Oop, not quite. Because this whole thing is one shared block, that's perfectly fine. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to get a template which I'm going to use for all the different types of things that I'm going to be producing here. That's unfortunate. Off by 1. Okay, so chain signal, chain signal. One last straight rail. Couple there. Okay, signal in, signal there. This is one big shared area right up to here. Again, that is just fine. Okay, now we need the storage, and already we're getting pretty close to out of Roboport range. Not as close as I thought. I just didn't clear all the trees because I didn't think I would need all this space. Alright, storage tanks. I can only build 5, so we need a lot of iron for these, because I think what I'm going to need to do is 8 storage tanks below. So I'm going to use this opportunity to get a couple more things. I'm just going to walk up to the base because I don't want to muck with turning Farl around. So yeah, I'll be right back. Alright, grab some resources, queued up a whole bunch of stuff, so hopefully that'll be enough. Alright, so I think what we want is 8 storage tanks below. So we'll do them right here. Yeah, I was hoping that would line up easily, but I guess not. Let's do off by 1. Do like that one. Where are my storage tanks? Okay, that. Okay, so 8 storage tanks below for whatever's being produced. So we'll have something to get it into there. And I think that's pretty well what we want for our station. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else I want to fix before I take a template. I think that's good. Okay, so next one, we're going to give this a bit of overlap. So I think right here is acceptable. We are going to need to play with signals a bit, which is fine. Yeah, I think that'll do. So let's see, what do we want to do with signals up here? Okay, so you're in a terrible spot, so you and you guys, we're going to need an exit signal here. There's unfortunately not a whole lot of room in here, but that's okay. You are confused, so we're going to move you just a tad. I hope that's still enough. Yeah, because we do need you. Okay, I didn't get any engines, so I can't build a locomotive. I only need like 5. So let's just slap something down real quick. You build intermediate engines. Need some pipe. Iron pipe. I do want those roboports right away too, though. How many do we need for an engine? Just a couple. So what do I need? 10 total for the amount of engines I need. Alright, so we'll test that out with a locomotive. And if it's a problem, we'll just move it. So we got enough pipe. Give me another roboport. Let's get Farl moving a little bit more. Okay, that's 2 stations. That's about 3. That'll do for now. And wow, I almost killed myself. Yeah, something's really dragging the frame rate down. I don't know if I've just hit a threshold where I'm just going to have problems now. But yeah, frames are lacking. Alright, so now they can finish that up. Alright, something like that. And I should have included this rail here as part of the template. Alright. Got not enough engines yet. Oh, they take what, 60 seconds? 20 seconds. Figured they would have been done by now. Alright, so other than the concern over the space here, I think this is looking good. And I am quite concerned about the space. So let's just make sure. One more engine. So we'll have lots of room down here to produce whatever it is we want to produce. And can get rid of some more trees. There we go. Okay, almost finished. Give it to me, give it to me. Alright, engine. Train. Okay, so if I plop you down right here and tell you to go to oxygen, you'll have no choice in which way to go. Let's get some wood here. You know, I realize AutoTrash is there, but could you please not take it out of my hand? I mean, that is a little bit ridiculous. Alright, where to? Oxygen. Go. So what I'm looking for is this signal to turn green. And it did. So that is plenty of room. So just make things nice and even. You can go there. And you can get picked up. Alright, perfect. So we are spaced out well enough there. these two signals move up a position. Those are good. They've got signals. This is one giant shared block. I'm just thinking, if a train... Let's do another experiment. Let's do a train. Yeah, wood. Okay, so if a train... Oh, actually, let me get some more engines to do this experiment properly. Yeah, never mind. I don't need another train, besides these engines are going way too slow, and I don't want to walk back. I was looking at this one and thinking, if a train waits in here, is there enough room for something to pass up here? And to actually do that properly, I'd need to add some extra signals. But what's going to end up happening is it's going to try and queue as close as it can. It's probably going to end up picking this one, and then its butt's going to be sticking out. So we have more than 3 things waiting for one resource, then maybe we have other problems and we need to rethink this. So let's just leave it for now. Okay, so oxygen, you can be hydrogen. Hydrogen. Alright, so we got 2 hydrogen, 2 oxygen. What's next? Let's... As long as we get the outgoing rail, we've got everything. Don't really want to get this stuff. Right, try that again. Actually, this signal shouldn't be there. I want this signal, so let's just copy all of this, and as long as we line it up properly, it'll be fine. Looks good. Okay, already need another RoboPort. And 6 signals. Okay, so let's give them what signals we've got and build some more. Alright, so while the robots are doing this, so we've got oxygen, hydrogen, you can be chlorine, and what else do we need to produce? Got those. Hydrogen chloride, yeah, so that's one more. And we're going to need more RoboPorts. And Farrell's going to need to go further. Yeah, I figured this would take up a lot of room doing it this way, but it's actually more than I'd expected. You don't need to be there, clearly. Okay, is there a real rail there now? Looks like it. How are you guys doing? Missing robots. Could use a few more robots here for this, especially now that a lot of this stuff has gotten pretty far away. Let's help them out a little bit. Okay, stations are done. So you can be chlorine. There we go. Alright, so next up, hydrogen chloride. That doesn't work well when there's other things that I care about. Let the robots do their job. Alright, so we got hydrogen chloride, we've got chlorine. Just thinking, nitrogen and nitrogen dioxide, so a couple more. Can at least one station is down. Do I have stations of my own? Oh, yeah, I do. Probably more than enough. Alright, so we did... Last one was chlorine, right? Yeah, so this is hydrogen chloride. Hydrogen chloride. Be lazy. Okay, what happened here? It's a rock. I really wish... Actually, there is a mod that allows you to mine rocks, and I believe that when you're able to mine rocks, you are also able to destroy rocks, which, or rather have the robots destroy the rocks, which is fabulous. Okay, a little bit more range. And there, a lot more range. So nitrogen and then nitrogen dioxide, and I think that will do it. There's going to be a couple other things that we're going to want to add in around the lithium processing chain. So lithium, which is used in the lithium-ion batteries. Intermediate, do I not have it? There it is, lithium processing. So lithium from lithium chloride from lithium water, lithium chloride, that's lithium perchlorate. So lithium perchlorate, lithium chloride goes in, so lithium perchlorate is the one I need. I want to say you need lithium as well. Lithium perchlorate and lithium cobalt oxide. That's the other thing. So you need lithium to combine with cobalt oxide. So there's going to be two things coming out. Lithium and the lithium perchlorate. So I'll need a single train, which I can just do at the end for that. Okay, robots are not... yes, now they're starting to complain about missing stuff. So, what is missing? Lots of pumps, lots of pipe to ground. So put another chest that's a little bit closer to where the work's happening. And do pumped ground, small pumps. What was the other thing? Rail, regular pipes. Keep a little bit of that. All the rail I've got. Grab a little bit more out of here. We're starting to run low on rail. Alright, now it's complaining. This is really running slowly. I don't think it's the robots that's the problem. Okay, so you guys are the hydrogen chloride. You guys don't look like you're named yet. Force spirit. That is great. Alright, you can be... Let's do nitrogen dioxide. And finally... Looking good, yeah. So this one, I did have one little thing messed up. Oh, make sure we keep connectivity going over there. There. And this one will be the pure nitrogen. Okay, so Farl can get extended a little ways, because we're going to need room for one more station for the solids. So we'll do that while the robots are flying around. And so that's also, we also need to figure out an entryway into here. So It's a bit tight. You know what I could do? You know, this is pretty far to the end. I'll find a way to make it fit when the time comes. You know, fast forward probably maybe a good 30 episodes from now. We'll see if I'm regretting this decision when I'm trying to figure out how the heck to fit in lithium junk. But for now, I think it'll be fine. Why did you put that one there? That's annoying. I'll just put you there. You a light. You a light. Some signals. Okay, and you... Yeah, so what I should have done here is I should have put this all one lower. So this lines up just with the bottom of this, and you can just go straight out. As it is, doing a one rail tile difference is really, really ugly. So what we'll do is... trying to think the best way to handle this. I can try and shift the whole circle up and to the left. It's actually not a terrible idea. How would that look? So it's like this here would have to go here instead. And then this be here. It would look like that. I think I can make that work. Okay, so let's tear this all down. I'd make the robots do it, but they still appear to be busy. Actually, no, they're not. They need 7 rail, 1 train stop, and 3 tanks. Don't see a handy chest, so put yet another one down. Train stops. More than that. And 3 of these. Alright, but I didn't get any robots anyway because it's too much work. Okay. There. Now everything lines up nicely. It's not the nicest roundabout, but hey, it's functional. Okay, so we've got our entry signals, and then you just go like that. Perfect. Alright, so how do we signal this properly? You go there. You go there. I guess you go there? Then you can either go there or there. Yeah, that seems right. Didn't want that one to be a chain signal. This whole thing is 1 block. That is perfectly acceptable. We'll just move this back as far as we can. And while we're doing stuff like that, let's move this up. Oh, it's already up. Yeah, it's looks a little bit weird just because it's shifted, but it pretty functional. These trees out of the way, especially these. Alright, and I think that's actually going to do it for this episode. So just building one massive train station. So next episode, we'll actually put down the machines that'll handle all the things that we need to handle there. And I think I need to name... Ooh, that's rather ill. Nitrogen. Quite happy to rename that one. All right, so we got, yeah, this is nitrous oxide, or nitrogen dioxide rather. Just review real quick. Hydrogen chloride, this should be chlorine. This one should be hydrogen, and this one is oxygen. Oh, yeah, much easier way. Oxygen, hydrogen, chlorine, hydrogen chloride, nitrogen dioxide, and nitrogen. So, whole ton of room down here to set up our production of that, and going to have some little bit of smart filtering to vent stuff as I need it. Actually, that's the other thing, vents. Yeah, I can build those. Don't need silly things for that, like electric engine. So, this has been Nightingale. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, make sure to hit the like or subscribe button or leave a comment below. And we'll see you next time.